Hello, folks. Welcome back to the Global Speedrun 70-Star League. This is Division 2, Week 7, I believe. Oh my goodness, we are getting into the thick of it. I am Shantastic, and we're bringing you some exciting action today. 6 hours of incredible Mario action. Starting off, we have Pete versus Xein. These two are deadlocked. Third versus fourth place, only 14 points apart, and we're getting right into it with, we got a little intro cutscene going on. Oh my goodness, Twitch Prime subs coming out from D whatever. Missing you here in the booth, D. D whatever with the big Twitch Prime. How many months? 14 months coming in. Hopefully a little bit longer than this race will be, by about 13 months and 30 days. But such is to be expected, because these two in the top 4 competing for that third place spot, and whoever wins this match is going to take second place for at least an hour. And we're getting right into the lucky to skip, both of them getting it nice and clean, easy mode, not even concerned. And they're both going to be heading into Bob-omb Battlefield. Not surprising, it is the only level you can enter without using banned strategies. And Pete takes a little bit of a lead here. So yeah, both these players competing for third place. One of these players is going to be in second or third place when the week ends. In fact, Pete actually has the potential to take first place this week if Blue Bob and Super Viper both lose their matches, and Pete wins his by at least 0 points. So Pete just needs to win his match, and Blue Bob and Super Viper lose theirs. Blue Bob could actually be at the top of these standings. So it's a big old match, and with those commiseration points up for grabs, with extra points for the winner, so many people are in contention to be the winners here. Let's get some predictions down. I'm going to say 12-7 for both players. Already completely wrong. 12-9, 12-8 coming in. Commentator getting punished for playing it safe, taking the easy way out. How unfortunate. Xein getting complimented on his skin, and Pete on his impeccable lighting setup. Shoutouts to the crew of Game of Thrones Season 8. And we're going to be seeing both players go in here to Womp's Fortress. Is Pete going to land this Owlus? Gets it first try. Xein going for the regular setup. Here we go! And he's going to pick up Cannonless, no problemo. Ooh, Pete takes a little bit of a hitch, and you do need a little speed to set up that long jump, so Pete's gonna get a tiny bit delayed here, and that's gonna allow Xein to take a little bit of time back, but he misses Alice. Oh my goodness. Oh no, and he misses again. Commentator's voice being filtered through Amarek watching these, as Amarek changes the audio frequency on his voice. Xein finally going to mercifully pick up that Owlus, but Pete takes a commanding lead, more so than he even had before. Pete gets the kick up onto the ledge, and a super safe intermediate cycle. Well, early cycle with intermediate strat. Looks like Xein going for the same here. Gets the ledge grab. Oh, looks like Xein actually went for a... Xein actually did the... Wait, did Xein do pro strat? Did Xein do pro strat or did he do beginner strat? Basically, getting that ledge grab kind of leads to a really bad ending there. So it looks like Xein got went for pro strat and got messed up there. And you even missed the half cycle if you missed it there. Pete, meanwhile, cleaning up this red coin. Xein gonna pick up that 100 coin. Okay, looks like Xein just went for a little regular strategy with half cycle. And just had to do the pick up all of the coins instead of trying for any cutesy side flip dives. Plenty of different things you can do there based on what time you hit that platform. And Pete gonna be facing Mr. Womp, not happy, doesn't like being pounded on, and we're gonna respond to his concerns by pounding on it. So I'm going to be doing the same here, but he's taken quite a hefty deficit because of that Owless shenanigans and also a slightly worse cycle in 100. Commentator trying to pay better attention to the game. Unfortunately, too busy playing Golf Clash. Trying to earn Onyx for a free sub. But has a job to do. Pete cleaning up here in Womps. Xein right behind him. And Pete going to be heading into the second Preach's secret slide. And Xein having a couple of momentum issues. Running into the thing that Mario does where he just... Oh, no! And he tries to do the... Oh, I think Xein tried to wing it and pick up like a little double jump, kick double jump strat. Xein celebrating his peak performance, peak Mario performance there. But yeah, basically there's two different ways you can do that. You can do that jump onto the elevator. You can do a double jump kick and then another double jump and ledge grab. Or you can do a simple double jump into a triple jump and you use that intermediate platform, one of either way. I think Xein did that kick a little bit late and he did not adjust in time. So he did that kick and it just made him fly right over the intermediate platform and that messed up his entire timing. Looks like Pete picking up those two initial coins. Of course, those two coins, the most important ones to get. The rest is just optimized flying and he kind of holding his own. Not saving like a swath of milliseconds, but very solid Tower of the Wind Cap coming down here. And Xein also opting for a fairly safe movement, face planting against those coins. Certainly don't blame him. This is a marathon, but he runs over the red coin. Of course, Mario's hitbox a lot smaller on his belly side than above his head. So generally speaking, you're a lot safer going under the reds, but there are times where you're just not able to have that level of control. Over where Mario goes, as the flying mechanics are some of the most complex in the game. Definitely one of the highest skill ceilings in Mario 64, and we're not talking about an easy game to start with. Looks like Pete is on pace for a Shigeru cycle. And is actually going to go for a budget shake here. It's funny because it barely loses any time. Pete playing very, very safe, doing a kick and a double jump instead of trying for the... And with that angle, I don't really blame him. Barely loses time, but a lot safer if you're practiced in it. And Xein also playing a pretty safe shake, but loses a lot of momentum, and this might be a normal cycle here. Looks like he will be able to get a budget shig. Indeed he does. And Pete, meanwhile, having a nice, clean... The thing where you grab Bowser's tail and you spin him and then you let go of the tail and he goes flying. There's a word for that. They use it in sports ball. But he does that thing. And he picks up a little key. Pete gonna be heading in here to do the sky jump. Bob on Battlefield, generally speaking. Oh no, and he angles way too far to the left, decides to just completely retake the jump. Not gonna try and back it up with any cutesy mountain movement. And gets it nice and clean. Xein gonna be heading right back into Bob on Battlefield as well. Of course, you have to enter into Bob on Battlefield twice. Once before getting the wing cap in order to unlock the other stages, and then once afterward. That is the only way to do the strat. There's absolutely no way around it. I can say that with 100% certainty. Sorry, what's that? Huh? I'd like to issue a retraction. Apparently there is a strategy. It's called Island Hop. Runners do use it when competing for top level PBs. Sorry, I'm reading off the statement here. And I'd like to apologize for lying directly to my viewers. Looks like Pete picking up a nice little walk kicks will work. And Xein gonna be heading into CCM. And Pete's still heftily ahead of his opponent. Xein saving a little time on the sky jump. Of course, people don't go for Island Hop in marathons because it is an extremely precise trick, which is why you see most runners enter into Bob on Battlefield. Doesn't really save enough time to justify taking that much of a risk. And the risk is monumental because you lose a lot of time failing it. Okay. Chat showing their consummate support for the commentator. Commentator's going to appreciate it. And a little bit of distrust coming out. Quite frankly, it's earned. And Pete going to be finishing off, slip sliding away, clearly going for that CCM 18. There are two different ways to do the beginning route of the stage. You either do the double pillarless strat, which is technically the faster version, but it allows you to do CCM 17, in which you do slip sliding away with the 100 coin. It's a lot safer, but gets a lot harder when you get into SSL because pillarless is a very, very precise strategy. Most racers, rather, especially in Division 2, tend to opt for the safer, overall safer CCM 18 strat, where you do the big penguin race. Only thing is, it's a little bit scary here because, and you see Pete picking up that safety red coin. He would not do that in a PB attempt, but he's going to do it in the race because if you miss too many coins here, now Pete can miss up to 3 coins. He wants to miss at least 2. If he were to not pick up that safety coin, he could only miss 1 coin. If he missed more than that, there's 1. If he missed more than that, he would have to retake the race or back it up with CCM Reds, and that loses a lot of time. So that's safety red, and Xein will be going for that as well. But overall, this route is a much safer bet with how finicky, and he skillfully dodges those last 2 coins, but how finicky that pillarless strategy can be, even to do once in the context of a race. There are some days that you have it, most days you have it, but there are some days you just don't. And it's good to account for that. Doing it twice in a row can be very, very fickle. Xein skipping a couple coins there. Wants to skip 1 more. And gonna opt for the second last one. Definitely the easiest one of those to skip. Pete headed here into Big Boo's Haunt. That is the text written there on the map menu. So if you ever get confused by commentators calling it something different every single time, well, quite frankly, shame on us. But the text is right there for you, just in case. And Xein also going here into Big Boo's Haunt. Remember to indulge responsibly. And a fake sync coming in. Oh my goodness, get the pogs in chat, but unfortunately, the world menu kind of ruining it for us, showing us that there is a disparity between the players' star counts. Highly unfortunate. And Pete's movement even. Ooh, and we got a fake sync again. Oh no, it's gone. Yeah, Pete just styling, going for punch strat. So is Xein. Division 1 runners in chat flexing a little bit of elitism. Quite frankly, it's kind of like NBA players talking about how much better they are than college athletes. A little bit disgraceful, a little cocky. But Xein gonna pick up that mysterious the star with the balcony, but it's not the balcony star, it's the bookcase. Okay. It's just he doesn't take the bookcase. It's faster this way. Why would they call it the bookcase star if you don't need to take the bookcase? There were zero bookcases were harmed in the making of this run. He's gonna go in here for it, pillowless. Does a little hop over. Gonna be doing the regular pillowless. Has to retake it a little bit. Okay, makes it a little bit scary. Commentator says a little bit one more time in the next 5 minutes. We'll have to go to a vocabulary diversion program. And that might be a tad annoying, but Xein picking up that MIP star. Pete finishing off that pillowless. Had a couple hiccups. Xein can save a little time here. Ooh, but gets a medium bomb. He's gonna take it. Oh my gosh. The absolute heart on this runner, and he gets over the quicksand, and we are gonna see some fireworks in here, and he does it in record time. And of course, by record time, I mean that's a record for this race for medium bomb. And honestly, I don't think really lost that much time. Even with medium bomb, Pete had to retake that jump. Xein kind of held his own, but that was a gorgeous medium bomb pillowless from Xein. Who's now bopping the little klepto, and Pete finishing up and headed into lethal lava land. Viewers not freaking out nearly enough over how sick that medium bomb was. And commentator making matters worse by presuming to criticize the viewers. Certainly not kosher behavior. Expecting to receive a strongly worded letter from sponsors who are receiving strongly worded letters of their own. Speaking of sponsors, go to onyx.tv and download Golf Flash. You can play, earn points toward a free subscription. Check in our chat and earn Onyx. Earn 500 Onyx. Subscribe for free to the Speedrun channel. Xein getting a nice clean lava boost. And Pete having a couple hiccups here on the bullies, but gonna clean it up in good measure. And maintaining a decent lead over Xein. Only losing tiny fractions of time here, but Xein currently has a superior movement in Lethal Lava Land, so hopefully for him, he can keep this up, and that is going to help him get back in this game. Pete's lead not at all insurmountable, and getting closer and closer to an even game. Pete boils that big bully. And Xein doing the same. Now Pete has a couple of shorter stars to go. He's gonna go in, pick up that lava boost. He's also gonna go for long jump. Oh no, does triple jump. And fails it. Oh my goodness. Commentator is disgraced. Is in the camp that triple jump is the easiest version of lava boost, consistently being given evidence to the contrary here in the global speedrun 70-star league. Xein meanwhile picking up some bully kills. This will not help my case in my next lava boost debate. I don't get it. I don't get long jump, okay? I don't get having to, like, change the direction of my control stick. Not being able to press, like, a very, very solid notch. Pete retaking this. Gets it nice and easy. Doesn't even need to go to Mario Camp like I do. Waste of inputs for Pete. Commentator's disgrace, of course, the next step up from the commentator's curse. Wow, Xein, nice little backup there. Overshoots, picks up a little dust, overshoots his speed kick timing, and just kind of backs up, does a little reverse forward side flip. Pete, meanwhile, headed here into the Dire docks. Viewers commentating the commentator's commentary on his own commentary. Getting a little confusing, but such is the way of things. This is a confusing game. And Pete cleaning up these chests nice and quickly. Xein hot on his heels. Looks like somewhere in the teens in terms of seconds. A little under 20 seconds, it seems like. Or maybe a little more, actually. Pete headed down here into the depths of the Dire docks. Oh, looks like he's surfacing back up. Oh, and there he is at the surface of the water. We thought we'd lost him, but oh no, he's diving back. Oh no. And the water pressure can be killer down there. Hopefully he doesn't run out of breath. Looks like he's going for the back of the submarine here. What's he gonna do? He's gonna hop on the submarine, but he falls off the back. And this is terrible because the frame lag when you're doing the backup strat here can be killer. And Pete actually overshooting the star, probably because of that lag. Very, very, very problematic for Pete, who's going to lose a hefty amount of time. And now Xein is definitely within 10-15 seconds of his opponent. Hot dang. Xein, meanwhile, a flawless back sub, saving a lot of time. Got some physics majors in chat. Of course, the international system unit for pressure is indeed pascals. Xein picking up some clean manta ray stars, and Pete going to be headed into fire seed, followed very closely by his opponent. This race is almost neck and neck. Gets a little bit, looked a little tripped up. I don't think he lost any time though. That elevator was taking a moment to get moving. And Xein gets bopped by the elevator but hits the hitbox, so looks like he's also in good shape. Pete gets the lava boost. No, he misses the lava boost. Oh no. Commentator starts hitting in droves. Let's see if Xein hits this cycle. If Xein hits this cycle, he's going to be ahead. Oh no, he's just going for regular early cycle. Never mind. And Xein actually, ouchie, in his face, gets absolutely bopped by that elevator slope, but still manages to hit early cycle, but not going to be saving time over Pete. And Xein changing his camera a little bit, wants to play nice and safe. And that's going to allow Pete to pad his lead a little bit. I think I made it 5 minutes without saying a little bit. So, not going to have to go into vocab rehab. Take that as a little win. Pete going to be picking up a key, and that key is to the door and that door is to some stairs, and that stairs leads to some more stairs, and those stairs lead to another floor. But that floor has a door, and Pete is going to have to get some more stars to clear that door, and he's going to do that right after this. Meanwhile, Xein getting out of fire scene nice and clean. Not all that far behind his opponent. Pete doing some stylish rollout movement into wet dry wood. You have to enter at the bottom of the painting. And Pete going to be starting here with the express elevator star. Playing a little safe here, gonna hit that elevator first. But based on that angle, probably was not in great shape to actually land on the elevator if he fell. So, not sure what that does for your backup prospects, but maybe a little bit safer for just like the initial jump. Xein gonna be opening here with the 100 coin secret star. Already missing a coin to RNG. Can only miss 1 coin on this route, otherwise you have to back it up with that box. Loses a bit of time, not all that much, but every second counts when you're this close to your opponent. Pete going to the top of the town, and Xein taking on this Chuckya has not lost any more stars, or any coins rather. So he's going to be able to clean up this 100 coin star, no problems. Now between them, they have collected 500 coins and 100 coin stars, which is enough for a free subscription. Pete already missing a coin at the start here of 100 coin. That is very, very bad. Wet Dry World, of course, one of the Wet Dry World secrets, the most, possibly, arguably the most hated 100 coin star in the game because of how RNG heavy it is. Xein gonna be taking this express elevator up to the top. Slightly weird angle, gonna grind along the edge a little bit. But shortly thereafter, Tony Hawk gonna realize that's not the game he's playing. Gonna pick up the shiny. Swipes the chuck, yeah. Doesn't even turn, and oh my goodness, that was close. If the coin had fallen off the edge, that would have been a hefty time loss for Pete. Not quite the lead, but certainly would have been something. Xein going to the top of the town, and Pete going to the top of the island in becoming star. Commentator very happy that Pete did not go for Piranha Plant first because, oh, getting a couple bonks there, and that's not good for him. Because, of course, that would have been the only star that didn't until going to the top of the island. And Xein getting bonked up against a little invisible peak on that wall. Not something you're used to seeing. And that's once again going to pad Pete's lead. So Pete pads his lead. While Petey, Piranha, plants himself in the ground. It gets rooted out by Gardener Mario. Pete gonna do the same thing. A little Pete on Petey violence here. Picking up those piranhas, pulling them out, and plopping them into the pale blue sky. Xein finding the secrets of Tiny Huge Island. An effective mulligan for him. And Pete gonna be heading here to the top of Tiny Huge Island, but having a little trouble, gonna have to do the regular route. Unfortunate. Xein gonna be right behind him, and Pete gonna head here into Tall Mountain. Xein gets a nice clean mountain clip. That's gonna save him a teensy bit of time. Pete finishing up the hardest star in the game. And indeed it was some peak pedal plucking performance from Pete. And some zany zoology by Xein. Commentator opening the discussion up to some philosophical questions. Clearly, those piranha plants are sentient. So, is their study considered zoology or herbology? Mario really testing our standing presumptions about life. He lands this mountain clip. Does not land the wall kick. Gonna have to back it up using this little blow-uppy box. A very weird swipe, but I guess he knows what he's doing. And he does know what he's doing because he picks it up. Xein hitting the top of the mountain. There's a star up there. And I think that helps you in some way to progress in this game. Xein can be headed back into the painting because that is how you get more stars. Commentator meticulously explaining the purpose of the game to anybody who has not seen Mario 64 played before. And Pete, gonna do the same. Looks like he does have one more mountain clip. This will be his third mountain clip. And is gonna rock a 2 for 3 in log wall kicks. Heads up, and he's gonna be doing his own top of the mountain. And Xein, oh no, misses a long jump there, or misses rather the red coin on the long jump. And this is the scariest place to make a mistake because backtracking, much like the GSA, this star route operates on a script. So when you miss a particular line, going back can be a little bit scary. And Pete gonna kick back, doing a little breezeless, and the Chuckya giving him a pretty easy time of it. That Chuckya known for trolling you. Much like he's doing to Xein, standing almost exactly where Xein was hoping to do. Some clarification that piranha plants are still plants, but they're also piranhas. I don't think we have quite the comprehension of their internal biology to properly know that they don't also have potential animal kingdom organs. We are talking about some finicky hybrids here. It is established in Mario canon as Pete picks up this his second star in Snowman's Land. No mistakes here so far. Oh no, and Xein bonks again. That is going to pad Pete's lead even more. This is Xein's first star here, I believe. This is not Xein's first star here, I believe. But indeed, we have seen in Mario canon that piranha plants have the capacity for speech, which, from our understandings of biology, can only come from at least some semblance of mammal cell structure. He can be going into the deep freeze for his final star, while Xein still has that big old bully to bop around. Commentator setting off a discussion of meta ethics in the chat. Gonna have to issue a written apology for that later. Keep picking up slightly faster MIPS here. Trying to pay very close attention, but quite frankly, learning a lot from what seems to be a particularly erudite viewer base right now. Xein with a stylish hop up into the air, flying over MIPS, really asserting his dominance, saying, I can even hop higher than you. MIPS certainly feeling inadequate if he was not before, after being caught by a stocky Italian man. Ooh, Pete having to retake this triple box jump though, and having to retake again, and it breaks the box. Oh my goodness, this is not what Dry World, this is not a box breaker level. And Xein doing a little Pete cosplay, but does get the redraw. And Pete doing a little Pete cosplay, still not able to make it. Gonna have to back this up with Christmas Miracle because he fell off the platform. He picks up that Christmas Miracle, but Xein now is hot on his trail. In fact, he is only seconds behind after Pete missed 3 times to get the box triple jump. And Pete, oh my gosh, going for the wall clip strategy. How unfortunate. Poor Pete is not confident in his triple box jump, and that's going to lose him a chunky amount of time. Xein going to head back in here, and only just barely behind his opponent. Both of these players going for rolling rocks. Little fake sync on their actions coming down. And Xein gets RNG'd, but he manages to maneuver around it. Only going to lose a second-ish. This race is absolutely unbelievable. Pete gonna head up into the upstairs, as is Xein. As you can see, he's doing exactly the same thing Pete is, because these two players are running the same category, one trying to do it faster than the other. That is the definition of a race. In case anyone was confused, this classic USA versus Germany standoff is coming to a quick climax here in Rainbow Ride Time Loss Central. And Xein with a little movement flub, but that's going to increase his deficit by about 25%. I'm a big fan of those margins for USA. And Pete gets bopped by Lakitu, and that's going to be the lead for Xein. Oh my goodness, this is huge. Xein, can he land this Lakitu bounce? If he can, he is going to be in the lead. Does a double jump and a kick up. Oh my god, holy moly. Xein picks up the Lakitu bounce, and that is going to be the lead for him. Pete now has to retake this Lakitu bounce, and oof, it is not looking good for him. In fact, even if he's only a few seconds behind after this, I don't think I've ever seen a runner come back, and Xein missing his kicks and his jumps. And Pete is getting real close here. Pete, of course, was behind his opponent for the longest time, over 15 seconds. And now Pete takes the lead. And I don't know how Xein can come back. I've never seen someone overcome a deficit this big in Rainbow Ride. Like, this is like a dozen frames. A 2-second lead for Pete. I don't know if that can be overcome in Rainbow Ride. Xein is running out of rope. He has to do the backup movement for swinging in the breeze. That means Pete is going to pad his lead, but Pete still has to do swinging in the breeze. So he has to make sure he doesn't make the same mistake. Because if he does, he's not going to save time over his opponent, and he has to do the backup. And that is one of the most dangerous backups in the game. For sure. So let's see if Pete can pick this up. Gets the long jump, gets the climb up, gets the other long jump, and side flips up. Looks like he's okay for now, and he hits it. And he's going to be padding his lead. Oh my goodness. This is incredible. Pete is ahead by over 4 seconds. And Pete gonna miss the timing to enter time stopped. He's just gonna wait it out. Don't think that was technically not the optimal movement. We are so close to each other now because of that. Xein now pulls ahead of Pete. Oh my goodness. And Pete gets the ledge grab and now just barely frames behind his opponent. Oh my gosh, and we have an almost synced run. 45 minutes in. What is going on this race? And Pete misses the wall kick, and Xein misses the wall kick. What is happening? Oh my gosh! Pete does the wall kick strat, so does Xein, long jump wall kick, and they're both playing it super safe. They're doing exactly the same move and making the same mistakes. What is happening? And Xein takes the fall! And there's nothing between him and death. Oh, and this is so big for Pete. Oh my gosh! What a horrible, horrible turn of events for Xein. And what is happening with these timers? Pete didn't get in for time stopped. Xein not getting in for time stopped, missing the timer there. Barely making that triple jump. These are not optimal entries, but Pete getting the better of that. What a huge mistake for Xein, and Xein not happy. Commentator was so ready to talk about the tiny little micro amounts of time that you could save from getting optimal clock entry and planning for potential deaths and how to back up those strats and how to enter time stopped and lose the least amount of time from a potential death without giving anything in return. All of that discussion rendered completely moot. Xein getting a little zapped, but that is just insult to injury. Because as it turns out, none of that matters when you die in the middle of 100 coin. That's exactly what Xein did, and that's why he's retaking it here. Pete rolling into the cage. Holy moly, that was quite possibly one of the most painful things I've ever had to witness. Rivaled only by Xein having to get a few extra wall kicks there. Did not get the optimal frame though. Can he make this jump this time? Please make this jump this time. He does. Pete, meanwhile, getting a hand. Of course, Pete kind of coasting easy. No one's ever been known to lose minutes on the last 3 stars of the 70-star run. Commentator not at all being sarcastic. Pete doing some swag strats, a little side flip wall kick there. Time jumps over. Not moving bar. Just complete misnomer. Fake news title to the star, to be perfectly honest. Not sure why they would call it time jumps on moving bars when it's a million times easier to do on stop time. Whatever floats your goat though, and Pete apparently missing red coins and then falling floats his goat. It ain't over till it's over. Some tautology coming out in the chat. That is true almost definitionally. Xein doing some triple jump strats here. Cleaning up is Pete. He's going to be headed over to talk to Todd. That is, of course, the 3rd hardest star in the game. 3rd only to Basement Todd and Upstairs Todd. Not to be confused with this Todd, which is Tippy Todd. Speaking of Tippy Todd, Pete teetering on the tippy top of the castle. Gonna be trotting into the top to take on the terrible, terrible Bowser. Terrible turtle. Commentator thinking of a way to continue that alliteration chain just too late. Xein gonna be headed here mercifully into the final star of the level. But Pete has quite a lead here. Anything could go wrong. We have seen bigger leads lost in Bowser Bros. We have seen better runs die in Bowser Bros. So literally anything could happen. Pete getting a little cutesy side flip maneuver. Xein cleaning up red coins. Visibly unhappy, visibly frustrated with what just happened in TikTok clock. Has to stay in there, has a lot of points in there for the taking. And if Pete continues on a worse trajectory than, quite frankly, a very clean Bowser in the Sky. And that is a start. Pete misses his first throw. A very dark look on his face. Xein gonna be headed up to the top of the castle, and Pete misses another throw. Xein headed here to liberate Peach from the terrible turtle, and Pete misses another throw. He has yet to hit a throw. It's been about 35 seconds, and Bowser has done more damage to Mario than Mario has to Bowser. To be fair, Mario's operating on a double standard. Falling off the stage would kill him. Does absolutely nothing to Bowser. Finally lands a single throw. Lands the second throw. Xein gets a cheeky side flip, but Pete gonna clean up here. Pete barely locking in a 51. Looks like a 51-58. But holy moly, Xein could get as many as 26 points, maybe 27, probably 26. Holy cow, Pete barely gets the 51. Congratulations to Mr. Pete. Sneaky Pete picks up the win over Xein. That is going to propel him into second place. And Xein cleans up with 3 throws, super quick, no problemo. And he is going to be getting 26 points for his troubles. And for the nonce, that's going to be keeping him put in 4th place. He will not be having the opportunity, unfortunately, to advance further. Did not get enough points for that. Though, to be fair, only the winner had the opportunity to actually advance in the standings. But Xein, with those 26 points, is going to have a chance to keep his spot going into next week. But that is going to do it for this race. We're going to go straight into the next one. This was pre-recorded, so we will not be having any interviews. I am Xein64, and we'll be right back with more Mario action on Onyx.tv.